Hello, fourth grade. Welcome to the introduction and explanation video. I'm only making one video for the entire length of this activity. We are working on compositions, so I'm always so excited when we get to compose. We're going to take it very slow because I want you to make sure that you understand what you're doing at home and you have lots of time to ask questions. So actually this first week, I just want you to read all the material, look at it, make sure that you're understanding what you're doing each week. So that's week one, is just look at it, and then the most important thing to do this week is figure out how are you going to write down your song. You can use the Flats for Docs extension. Look at that, play with it. It's great fun to work with, and the coolest thing about it is when you get to composing, you can have it play it back to you. So you can make sure that what you wrote and what you are playing, that they match. It actually has a playback function, so that's really cool. But if that doesn't work for you, you can just handwrite it. There are some PDFs that I added that have this kind of staff paper. You can print it out and then take a picture of it. That works, and send that. Remember, you're going to be turning most of your things in Google Docs. So I've created your own week one thing that you need to do, your week two thing. Make sure that you're filling it out there. Don't email it to me. Make sure that you fill it out there. Put those documents in that assignment. So that's this week. Look through everything, see if you have questions, and then figure out how do you want to write it down. If you have to, if you can't print anything out, you could just draw your own lines, right? You could draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines and then color in the dots when needed. So you can do this, you just have to choose which way you want to. That's week one. Week two, you're going to be creating a rhythm, and that's it. So again, the Flats for Docs has an option for just a rhythm, not pitches. So you just click on that one, and then you can write your rhythm, or you can write it and take a picture of it. And then remember, there is a Google Doc that I assigned to you that is for your rhythm. Make sure you turn it in there. Then that's week two. Week three. On week three, you're going to take that rhythm that you composed and you're going to write your first phrase. Week four, you take the same rhythm and compose a different phrase, and then the fifth week, you are going to perform it, like do a nice job and perform it the best you can. So let's break that down a little bit. For you, I have composed a rhythm. So this is week two. So for week two, you need to compose a rhythm just like I did. I hand wrote mine. I could take a picture and then put it in the Google Doc. My rhythm is very simple. Here it is. Ta ti ti tu, ta ti ti tu, ta ti ti ta ta tu, ta ta to. It's not that difficult. It's a pretty simple rhythm. I can play it easily. And that's all I want you to do for week two. Just write a rhythm that works for you. Week three, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this rhythm and I'm going to put notes to it. So I've already done that. So I decided, all right, I want to start on G. So it's ta, ti, ti, tu. And I thought, sounds nice. Okay, so the next one is the same. So ta, ti, ti, tu, ta, ti, ti, tu. But I don't want to repeat it exactly, so I think I'll go up one note. Start on A. Nice little pattern. Remember, music loves to repeat. So having rhythms that repeat and patterns that repeat are really helpful in music. Then I went and finished it by going up and then ending lower. So here's my whole first phrase. apologize, I played one of the notes wrong. Then your job that week is to compose it and again write it down in a way that you can share it with me. Either you can handwrite it like I did here. This is actually phrase 1 and phrase 2, not this part. But there's my phrase 1. So you can handwrite it and then take a video of it, a picture of it and send it to me, or you can use the Flats for Docs extension that I'm suggesting. And again, that one is cool, or anything else that you can find that works. Some of those online ones where you click on it to put the notes in are cool because they usually can play it back for you to make sure that you played it the right way. And there's also a document in the Google activity of my Flats for Docs extension that you can see where I did this on the computer as well. So that's week 3. First phrase, that's it. Write it and then write it down. The 4th week is to write the second phrase. You're going to use the same rhythm. So rhythm 1 for first phrase and rhythm 2 for the second phrase. It's the same rhythm, but do different notes. Some of the notes might be the same, but some of them should be a little different. Here is my second phrase. Paper's backwards. Right. So that's my second phrase. That is your job for week 4. And then the 5th week, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th week. Yeah, the 5th week. So then the 5th week is you putting those two together and making a performance. And this one you're going to record and put on Seesaw. So not in Google Docs anymore. I want you to share it with everybody so everyone can see what you've done. So then you'll make a video similar to this one where you say, hi, I wrote a rhythm, I wrote phrase 1, I wrote phrase 2, here it is. So let me play my whole song for you. And then you'll click submit and then we will all get to see it. So that is an outline of everything that you need to do. Watch this the first week and feel free to watch this again anytime that you have questions that I've answered here. Hopefully you have answers in all of the other places as well. Remember, you want to go through the Google Slides presentation that I shared with you. It has so much information. It has information about the rubric of how you will be graded, each week what you need to do, step-by-step information about like what do you pick for a time signature, how do you do a key signature, all of those things, just to remind you how to do all those things if you forgot. You can always email me if you have additional questions. I can't wait to hear your compositions at the end.